As of making this video, the Lakers are ninth in the Western Conference since winning this year's in-season tournament, and things are turning to the worst, especially for Darvin Ham, after receiving reports of him losing the locker room after having a 5-5 record throughout January. Watching the Lakers, they have been the most underwhelming team throughout. This is a team going into the offseason had expectations to be among the top 3 seeds in the NBA, but they're the complete opposite so far this season. After the Lakers got blown out by the Clippers, it's time for the Lakers to find solutions for this roster. So in this vid, we finna discuss what's going on with the Lakers. How are the Lakers with all the pieces required to come out of the West, but they are holding on to dear life for the 9th seed in the Western Conference? That for more coming up next. Hey man, say man, this is the A-Man Show, back at it again for another banger. Y'all know what to do. Make sure y'all subscribe. I post NBA and NFL content. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss anything. Anyways, as always, stay tuned and let's get on with it. The Lakers, before this season started, they capped off last season with an appearance in the conference finals. Although they would get swept by the reigning champs in the Denver Nuggets, there was so much to look forward to going into the offseason. Despite not winning last year's championship, the Lakers overachieved, starting off that year 2-10, making blockbuster deals involving Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, Lonnie Walker Jr. All these additions is what propelled them over the hump and made a conference finals appearance. During the offseason, it was obvious that the Lakers were the biggest winners of that offseason. Although they lost Lonnie Walker Jr., who was a very good supplemental piece for the Lakers last season, and Dennis Schroeder, they added guys such as Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish, Christian Wood, Jackson Hayes, while also keeping Rui and Austin Reeves on the roster. Basically, the team on paper is the team to beat in the Western Conference aside from the Denver Nuggets. However, this team so far has not been working out as we all expected. During the in-season tournament, the Lakers were in the playoff race with the win against the Pacers to win the tournament. It was looking like they were going to hit their spot and prove to the league that they're a true contender. Well, they lost in a nail-biter against the Dallas Mavericks the very next game. From December 15th to the 21st, they lost 4 straight games. After securing an in-season tournament win against the Pacers, they went 8-13 during that stretch. The stretch is simple. They can't seem to win against teams that are above 500, and looking at the team as a whole, they are 28th in the league in 3-pointers made. They are 9th in most turnovers per game. Overall offensive rating goes, they are 21st in the league, and then defensive rating is 13th, all because they have an all-defensive guy in Anthony Davis. But if he's not on the court, the Lakers have one of the absolute worst defenses in the NBA. They give up so many threes. They are shit in transition defense and at times coast too much defensively. And it all boils down to the head coach Darvin Ham. I don't even know what the fuck is this guy doing. Last season, the guy was honestly becoming a respectable head coach, especially in the playoffs, making Rui Hachimura a more complete player. The team is playing more cohesive basketball. What the fuck happened? Although his lineups were questionable at times in the playoffs, but this season, he has been terrible, limiting Rui Hachimura as only a catch and shoot guy, Jared Vanderbilt and Cam Reddish getting too many minutes, and as well as the X's and O's goes. The man simply can't get his guys going on offense because of the stale plays rolling up. And hell, LeBron had to go out of his way just to get the team in a rhythm and try to make something out of nothing. There's not much ball movement, they turn over the basketball too much because of how discombobulated they are offensively, and defensively, you get the point. The Lakers, especially LeBron, are continuing to lose their faith in Darvin Ham, and I do see him getting fired before or after the trade deadline, because for this team to be this bad and potentially miss the playoffs, yeah, it's time for you to go. With that being the matter, it's really tough to see both LeBron and AD put up great numbers once again, but they simply do not have the supporting cast. The cast that we thought they will produce is not working out, such as Cam Reddish, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, who only played 5 games this season and still out due to injuries. Christian Wood has been a big disappointment so far, and Rui Hachimura, who, like I said, is being limited because of Darvin Ham. And you can say the same for Christian Wood. Austin Reeves has taken a step back shooting from 3, only making 35% from 3. And by the way, if LeBron, Taurean Prince, and D'Lo are your best shooters, then that's a fucking problem. The Lakers have issues spacing the floor. To be honest, guys, I don't really know how the Lakers are going to get out of this situation, but I do know there is going to be changes in this roster after this trade deadline, and LeBron will probably turn into the GM and trade almost the whole roster like he did in years past, because at this point, he is in his last year of his contract, and I know that he's not going to end this season going out sad. And that is if Rob Pelinka don't have a plan in place to make changes with this roster, because we all know that just having AD and especially LeBron alone is not going to make the playoffs. One of the biggest problems with this team is that they keep on relying on LeBron and AD to be the offense for this team. Here and there, D'Lo and Austin Reeves do something offensively while other guys do next to nothing. They don't play as an actual team like the Denver Nuggets or the Miami Heat. And if we're being honest, there's not much you can really change as far as the roster goes for this team. And I think the biggest reason for the Lakers' struggles has to be Darvin Ham. He's not a good head coach, and he is single-handedly holding the Lakers back. With all the pieces that he has around him, he's not even utilizing them to their fullest capability. Like I said in all my videos, if you have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have a good head coach, then you're not going to go so far in today's league. The requirements to win a title in today's league is through building a team traditionally, and what I mean traditionally is through culture, great team development, and also a great head coach and talent to top it all. It's been like that throughout history, and the Lakers have talent, but they don't have none of these things aside from talent. Kind of reminds me of the 2019 Celtics, where they have all the talent in the world to actually compete for a title, but they have no identity, lack of chemistry, and Brad Stevens is not stepping up as head coach. Same thing with the Lakers, but 10 times worse. The Lakers can get more pieces in the deadline. They can do all of that shit, but if you don't have a good head coach, then you can only go so far. And that's the thing with the Lakers. It's not like 2015 or 2016 where you can win with a subpar head coach like LeBron did. It's not like you can win a ring with just 2 all-stars while the bunch of them are role players just like in years past. Nope, it's a different era. And if the Lakers go out sad and hell, not even make the playoffs, then it's going to be an interesting discussion regarding LeBron's entire tenure with the Los Angeles Lakers, because sir, he's won his 4th and maybe his last ring of his career with the Los Angeles Lakers, but the majority of his stint consists of 2 going into 3 seasons of which he missed the playoffs, a first round exit, and 2 West Finals appearances, one of which he got swept. Now, it's definitely not a stain in his legacy, but that stint would have made him as the definitive GOAT had he gotten injured, or the whole team gotten injured that year, and also him not advocating and trading for Russell Westbrook. It could have been the final nail of the coffin regarding the GOAT debate, but as time moves forward, I think the ranking will be set in stone, and there won't be a whole lot of shit that LeBron can do to boost his legacy. But going back to the team, the Lakers have been the most underwhelming team in the league once again. All the moves they've made in the offseason are not working out. Darvin Ham has been one of the shittiest coaches in the league, and this team as a whole is just a fucking mess. Just like the Memphis Grizzlies, which I am actually going to do a vid on them next time. But like I said, so far this season, the Lakers are not championship contenders, and they are not the team we have expected them to be. And that's the vid. Let me know in the comment section below on the Lakers struggles. Should they fire Darvin Ham? Like I said, let me know, and make sure y'all subscribe for more NBA and NFL content. Turn on post notifications, and that is all. Stay litty. This is the A-Man Show. Sign out.